From Tuesday next week, the information will no longer be gate kept. We'll be going through a 3-episode event. We're starting a revolution and changing the e-commerce space forever. So for the longest time, you've been wanting to start dropshipping. You've watched countless of videos from people that you trust, but still, you haven't managed to get far. Or maybe you have not started at all. And truthfully, it doesn't matter. The past is the past. Today, I will walk you through a 3-episode series with one promise and a guarantee. Education should be free. You should have the tools, and today, I'm releasing it. No more gatekeeping from the gurus hiding behind a paywall. No more fake promises or dreams being sold. Simply just the truth. I will give you a bulletproof strategy that I personally used to find my first winning product, as well as the strategy that I've created, which now makes me over $500,000 every single month with dropshipping. It's just insane. Now look at these results. These are from complete beginners who didn't know anything about the business model. Going from $0 to $100,000 their first month. For the longest time, I was testing products with 0 results, wondering why it didn't work. Until I found a new way of doing it, where I could get 5 extra results for the same amount of work. And just from understanding what I am about to teach you, my entire life changed. So a few months ago, I went back to the drawing board looking for the answers to 3 specific questions. Why do beginners fail with dropshipping? Is it possible for everyone to succeed in the business? And even if they do, how do you make it consistent? Now, the first thing that came into my mind was this. Most people don't know how to find a good winning product, and honestly, they don't even know what it looks like, the criteria. Secondly, people's marketing just isn't unique. There's no action plan behind it. But wait, scratch that. You've been told all of that before. And even if the YouTubers tell you the criteria, which is make sure your product has a wow factor or solves a problem, use this or that product research strategy to find it, it all sounds really good, right? But you still find yourself in an ocean of information. Or maybe you tried and it didn't work, even though it sounded so promising online. Or maybe you're on the sideline, confused. Both of those alternatives are completely fine and understandable, but it ends today. This video, as well as the 2 other episodes, are going to be everything you need to understand the business model, make a bunch of money, and change your life. And I truly mean it when I say that I believe you got what it takes to do this. Over the next week, starting today, we are going to build your very own e-commerce business, following the exact same system that I used to make millions with the business model. And not only that, I've used this exact method with people just like you, and they all succeeded. People who started from nothing, people who were so confused, and people who thought the business model was dead. So let's build your business. But promise me one thing, the action, it starts today. When you watch this series, I want you to have your notepad ready. I want you to get rid of all the distractions, okay? Dedicate the next 30 minutes to learning, and I promise you, in return, you will get the formula. This strategy 100% works as long as you do. Now, before we start, let me show you my own store so you know that I'm qualified to teach you this. So we're only 18 days into June, and as you can see, I've already generated over $435,000. Now, results like this puts us on track to make almost $1 million in a month, which is actually the goal I have now that I'm trying to document on my channel. I'll also have the footage on the screen of me refreshing the store on my phone. And to be honest, nobody else in the game has these kinds of results. Now, before I teach you, let's talk a little bit about expectations and the mindset that you're going to need going into this. First of all, dropshipping is not a game, it's a real business, and it will take some time to succeed. My goal with these episodes is for you to make your first couple of sales, and then for you to have an action plan to follow after to scale it to the extreme. While it's possible to get to 1K a day already your first week, that does involve some sort of luck. And for most of you, it probably just won't happen that fast. However, with this system, you can easily find your first winning product. So treat these episodes as a way to learn, to build the fundamentals you need for success, and then go out there and start it with me. But don't expect to replace your 9-to-5 job already tomorrow. There's too many gurus selling you lies, and I want my event to be the truth. E-commerce is possible. It's allowed me and tons of other people to live a fantastic lifestyle full of freedom. I'm now able to travel wherever I want, I can run my business from a remote island while traveling in an airplane or a car, and I make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in passive income. However, this is my 6th year in the business, okay? I was once lost and depressed, scared that I could end up as a failure. I was told to follow the traditional path, go to college, get a degree, and settle for a safe job. Then work my way up the system so that when I turned 60, I could maybe have like $1 million to retire from if I was lucky. I want you to know that we are no different. I don't come from a good background, but I know something you don't, and today I will teach you all of it. So let's get started. So the first thing you need to know is that dropshipping changes all the time, but the system that I've built is here to stay. So I decided to take a deep look into why beginners fail with dropshipping. And it all comes down to product selection to begin with. This event will be shared into a 4-step process: finding a product and coming up with a genius marketing approach for it, design your store in a branded way, launching your business, advertising it, and getting your first couple of sales, and then scaling it, growing your business, and making a ton of money on autopilot, while being able to do anything you want, quit your 9 to 5, and live the life you dream of. So let's start with number 1, the product. I never build my websites before I have a product. I first need an idea and a vision, and without the actual item, my store won't have any soul. So let me teach you 3 ways to find a winning product, and I'd say the second one is going to be the best in 2024. It's so good that I have complete beginners go from $0 to $100,000 in like their first month many times. Now, like I said though, don't get crazy expectations yet. I am just saying this for you to know how powerful the strategy is. It's first when we come into the marketing angle part of things that you will be completely just blown away. So my first way to find winning products is by browsing the TikTok home feed and searching up the right hashtags. I want you to create a second TikTok account or download the app if you haven't and start optimizing it. Tons of stores are doing something called organic marketing there, where they will order the product to their own house and create a store for it, linking their item in their bio. Then they will film tons of content for the product and post it all over TikTok. Let me show you how to optimize your TikTok account. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to search up this hashtag TikTok made me buy it, and we're going to do a little bit different than you used to. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to hit like on a lot of these products, but I'm going to avoid Amazon finds because that's not really for dropshipping. Here we have a perfect example, by the way, of someone running an organic store. As you can see, they have tons of engagement, and as you can see, it's also linked in bio. They're probably making some money out of this, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and like a couple of the products to basically just tell TikTok that I want to see more of this, and after some time, my feed will eventually start filling up with the content that I like. So when I go back to my homepage on TikTok, it is going to be filled with dropshipping ads pretty much from organic stores, and I will find new products and trends that I can catch. Now, the next thing you want to do though to make this powerful and find new products, if you're not using it for optimizing, but you're actually trying to hunt the product with these hashtags, is you want to go on filters, okay? And you can do this week or you can do this month. And if you want, you can also go with like count, but I would just sort it by relevance. So by clicking this month, we are going to find the most relevant ads right now. And by doing this, we can filter out a lot of saturated stuff that doesn't work anymore. So I'm just going to be scrolling down here, and we're going to be able to catch a lot of trends. Like for example, this umbrella, which has like a fan in it. It's a relatively new product. We're going to once again find this one right here. And hey, check out this banger. This is a new product on the market now that you can take and sell yourself. So filtering it like this is going to help you find untapped trends early. Make sure you engage with tons of posts that you think are cool. Check out their website too, so you can optimize it and tell TikTok exactly what you want to see. And then the second you get a product in your own home feed, the For You page, you want to quickly interact with it, hit a like, save it, and keep scrolling. And before you know it, your whole timeline is going to be filled with bangers. But let's look at a few examples of stores and products that are absolutely crushing it right now. But before that, we need to talk about the criteria. Your product has to do one of 3 things. Either 1, solve a problem; 2, make someone's day-to-day life easier; or number 3, my favorite, have an amazing wow factor product, and for it to be an impulse purchase where the product is simply just too cool to ignore and not to buy. Obviously, you also need to craft a unique offer and a marketing angle, arguably the most important part of this, but before that, you need to have something unique. Make sure your product can't be found in Walmart or just down the street. People will simply just not purchase something generic. Secondly, do not sell really big industry products like skincare or workout products. It's simply just too competitive and not beginner friendly. You want something a little bit fresh and new that doesn't really belong to any specific niche. Now let me show you a couple of examples of some wow factor products that are actually unique so that you know exactly what to look for. So on AliExpress, I've found a couple of really good products for you. Check out this product right here, for example, for painters. You know, when you paint, your color can get like kind of messed up and it just looks a little bit dirty. Well, the key feature of this product is that when the colors get mixed, you can simply just press this button right here and it resets it. Home products like this is super unique and very trendy right now. People love to buy things that comfort them in their own home. It's also super cheap and you can do so many cool marketing angles with it. I just think it nails the wow factor and it's kind of cute. Products like this, super random, you can't find this anywhere. It's a basketball curve that tracks how many shots you've hit. Then we got the portable fan where you simply put ice cubes in it and you can put some perfume so it smells good, and it blows a wind on you inside your room all summer, making it smell fresh and much cooler than a regular AC. Now check this one out, a portable washing machine. See how small it is? Then it becomes pretty big. Now if you're a traveler, you can sell it to those types of people. You can sell it to people that go camping, but it's essentially a portable mini washing machine that's super cheap. Perfect for students. Now these products have one thing in common. They have an incredible wow factor, they can't be found anywhere else, and they will be impulse purchased. Now let's look at the second way to find winning products. The one that made my students rich so incredibly fast. The absolute best way to find winning products in 2024. And then after that, I'll teach you the marketing approaches needed to succeed with this. Instagram Reels has become the best place to find winning products now. Tons of people are posting brand new items we've never seen before, and the algorithm is just crazy and optimizes so fast. Simply use the same structure to optimize it as I taught you on TikTok, and you're gonna be flooded with products. Look at this reel, for example. We got 426,000 likes, and look at the marketing angle. This guy's is just genius. They're making the most unique angles out there, and this allows them to beat anyone. Now, if we look at their page, we can see so many good video ads too that we could honestly just steal ourselves. But when you go on their website though, you can see that it's so bad. They got millions of views on that ad to this website. They're gonna get absolutely zero sales. So what we can do is we can beat them so easily. Now look at this product, for example, which is for girls. It's like supposed to be somewhat satisfying. It's a really good product. It nails the wow factor. The reason this strategy is so good is because we could just take their video ad and run paid ads for it, okay? So by doing this, you already know that the video is working. You know the concept works. You know the exact marketing approach, but these guys are doing organic. They're not doing paid ads. So we can copy their stuff and have the perfect strategy already from scratch. With Instagram, you can find the best products out there. You will actually be shocked, and so many of them are completely new. They're not saturated, and they're gonna give you that chance you need to succeed with dropshipping, because I know you can do it. And if I had to give you a method, this is gonna be the best. Now, the third way of finding products is gonna be a little bit difficult if you are brand new. However, if you kind of have like a feel of how a winning product looks, this one is gonna be powerful. So on AliExpress, there's a section on the bottom of the homepage that's called More to Love, okay? And as you can see, I'm finding some crazy good products. We have this plushie right here. We have the product I just showed you. We have these beds. We have a garden product. We have a projector. Scrolling down here, you're gonna find so many crazy products. But if you don't know what to look for, it's gonna be a mess, right? You're gonna find iPhone chargers and just weird products like this right here. So what I want you to do is I want you to scroll down and I want you to open products in new tab like you see I'm doing right now, and optimize it. And after optimizing it for a while, you're just telling AliExpress, like, show me more of this. I like this product, send me in this direction. Essentially telling it to give you dropshipping products. After scrolling for a while, you're gonna find some really good products. Like for example, this one, the shark blanket, which is a really fun and wow factor product. Or the bubble gun right here, which has been super viral. But like I said, with this strategy, you gotta have some skill and know what to look for. And when scrolling here, you need to open in new tabs, because otherwise you end up messing up the whole algorithm. So now it's up to you to choose. Are you gonna be scrolling more to love, which you're gonna have to do for a little bit of a while? Are you gonna scroll Reels or TikTok? You gotta work with what's your strength, not what I tell you, okay? Because we're all different. Now, while product researching, I want you to set up a document ready for the next episode with 10 to 20 products that you think are good, okay? Following the methods I just taught you and the criteria. And then what you want to do after, at the end of the day, is to pick out your 2 favorite favorites, and then you can pick out your one favorite out of those and run with the product. Don't just look for product and take the first thing you find. You need some effort here. So now that you have a product, it's time to build your store, right? No, this is the first big mistake that beginners make. Just don't do this yet. We need to sit down and come up with a super unique marketing angle that stands out and an offer too good to reject. This will also be reflected on your video creatives when you are trying to convince the customer to check out your store. You need a clear plan of your audience in your own mind. Let's call it an avatar. Now let's look at this product right here, for example, the portable washing machine I just showed you. What if you sell it to students? Most of you are just going to list it on your website as portable washing machine, 50% off, great deal, and just run it really random. How about we sell it to students, okay, who are just broke? Because let's face it, that's what students are. You probably are too, right, if you're a student. Or let's sell it to travelers, and we say something like, attention travelers, this saved my vacation this year, and you're selling this to people that travel, so you got to clean their stuff and make it easy. You see how we come up with an avatar in our mind? Who are they? How old are they? Are they nomads who like to go to Bali? Are there families on vacation? Who is your customer? You gotta think with intention. And now check out this product. It's a garden thing where you can have all your tools here. So it's actually just like a storage thing, right? It's very simple. You store things and you can fix things in your garden. Now, if you're a little bit smart about this, why don't you sell it to older people who can no longer have fun in their own garden, right? Because their back hurts. And you sell it as a way to keep living that dream of working on your garden. And with this thing, you know, you can pull yourself up. You see it right here, so that they don't have to, you know, sit and get their back messed up. So sell it to old people so that they can raise themselves up again after gardening. So now that you have a product and a marketing approach for it, it's time to finally set up your store. And that doesn't have to cost you any money. Shopify has given me a link that gives you the platform for just $1 and a trial. So I'll just go ahead and link that in the description in case any of you want to use it, because it's going to be much cheaper for you. So you get in here, you simply just put in your email, you get started, and then you just fill out this, or I would recommend you just skip it all, select your country, and your store will be open. Now the next thing you're going to need is to import your product. So for that, we're going to use AutoDS. Now let's say you want to import this product right here. You simply just grab the link here. You can even inside of the AutoDS software search it up. They probably have it already, but if not, you can just come up here to add products. You click single product, you go ahead and put in the URL, and then you can edit it really quickly to customize everything. And you can simply just shorten down the name like this, for example, save and import, and you will find it in your store within seconds. And I'm obviously going to link AutoDS in the description. They have a free 30-day trial for you, so you can start importing your products. You get your shipping outsourced and automated. It's just going to be the best option. And I use it for all of my stores. So now let's talk about store design. How should your store look? Now here you have an example of a store I used for a dropshipping challenge. I built this thing in like just 1 or 2 hours. It's not perfect, but I want you to understand the structure. After that, I'm obviously going to show you a really good store, okay? But as you can see right here, it has a very clean and easy layout. Headlines, a paragraph, then a GIF, headline, paragraph, and a GIF. And these things I just stole from TikTok, okay? Then I put an app called Luke's Reviews at the bottom here so that you get a little bit of trust. And this is like a decent layout for starting up a Shopify store. Obviously, it should be a bit better, but if you can just understand the part of paragraphs, headlines, pictures, okay? That's all you're gonna have to think about right now. And then you wanna make sure you have decent copywriting, okay? You can't be in like, why should you buy from us? Like, that's horrible copywriting. Long summer days are coming. No more sticky chair in your room, constant showers, and disgust from your sweaty armpits. That's good copywriting, okay? That makes people maybe laugh a little bit and purchase it. Now on screen here though, you can see like the absolute perfect website, but I think many of you are better off starting with this and just following my marketing advice, because you'll hit a winning product doing that anyways. Now building a Shopify store can be super frustrating when you first start, but that's only if you're overthinking. It's actually super easy. You simply just fill out a template, and after like 30 minutes on the platform, you'll have a perfect understanding of how to navigate it and build a decent store. I'm not going to show you step-by-step store setup in this video because I know you're going to make it work, and we should spend our time on the more important things right now. The store doesn't have to be perfect as long as you got a great vision for it and a demographic to sell to. Now, before the next video, this event, I want you to already get started. I challenge you to pick a product and create a layout of a store so that you're ready to take the next steps in Tuesday's video, because then it will be time to start advertising. And I promise you this, You will make money with my strategy if you listen. Remember the criteria: a wow factor product too good not to impulse purchase, and a great offer and avatar of your audience so that you can make your landing page directly towards them. Then make sure your video ads match that audience, which I will talk much more about in the next episode. You never want to run a broad product without any plan around it, because that's exactly why you spend so much money on dropshipping without no success yet. And if you keep doing it, you'll only lose more money. In the next episode, we're gonna go super deep into marketing, making money with your store, and marketing angles to help you blow up completely. So set aside time in your calendar, and if you watched until the end, I want you to know that I believe in you. You clearly got the dedication required to succeed with it, and I respect you for that. You're gonna make this work. Let me help you more over the next 2 episodes, and you're gonna have everything you need to start a successful e-commerce business. So get ready, because episode 2 is gonna get much more advanced, and all the secrets are gonna be exposed, so you can finally make money dropshipping.